What's up, y'all? We are back with another video. Shout out to the people in the chat. Woo, this is a fun show. We got a big show planned. A lot of stuff to talk about. We got to get into the BET Awards. We also going to get into Lil Nas X. We're going to get into Cardi B. We're going to get into Nicki Minaj. We're going to get into Wendy Williams. We actually have a lot to discuss in this live. Again, it's a lot to discuss in this live. I want to give a special shout out to everybody out there. And make sure you thumbs up the video. We is live. Okay, if y'all can hear me, make sure y'all can hear me. Let me make sure the sound is good. Hold on 1 second. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Really quick before we get started. If y'all can hear me, press 1 because we are live. Press 1 if y'all can hear me, if the sound is good. And make sure y'all thumbs up the video because we have a lot to discuss in this live. Okay. I'm going to make sure we good. Let me check on the sound. All right. Okay, yes, they can hear. Okay. So we're going to first get started with our first topic of the day. Let me bring them up. Where are they at? Wendy Williams and Ray J. Let's bring them up first. Let's talk about them first. So Wendy Williams and Ray J is hanging out. I don't know what's going on. They're hanging out. They're having a good time. People was like, Wendy Williams, why are you hanging around a married man? And why y'all up there doing it? This is wrong. What do Princess have to say? They were like dragging Ray J, like you did this to Whitney Houston. Now you're around another crackhead, Wendy Williams. So they were like going in. And I'm like, listen, it's not that deep. Obviously, Ray J and Wendy Williams talked. Obviously, that they're up there doing some type of deal where they're going to hang out, get the paparazzi to talk about them, get people to blogs to talk about them, get these websites to talk about them. Probably they're going to go into business together. Who knows? But Wendy always does this to be relevant. She want her show to be the talk of the town. She want to be in all the tabloid magazines. She want to be all on the blogs. Anytime you're talking about Wendy Williams, that's more money for her. Her audience members, they're now allowing audience members to be in the Wendy Williams show. So she have a lot of competition that is coming up. You got Nick Cannon got a show that's going to be debuting and really going to be it's going to have some serious competition for the Wendy Williams viewers. So what is she doing? She's pulling out all the stops, work with all these different celebrities, taking pictures with these celebrities, up there talking to the Brad, up there flirting with the Brad and say, oh, you came after, oh, you was flirting with me, you was doing this. She's doing all of that so she can get some clicks and views and for the ratings can be off the chain. That is why she's doing that. That's why she's doing it. Okay? She's doing it for attention. And she know if I keep pushing this out there, some of y'all, most of y'all, gonna be talking about me. And they're doing it. Because soon as she leaked the picture with her and Ray J and put the picture on her social media, everybody was talking about it. And they have their own conclusion. They're saying that Wendy trying to smash Ray J. And they possibly don't have to be smashing. But one thing that they good at, both of them, Ray J and Wendy Williams, they both love attention. They love people talking about them. So I'm not shocked to see two attention whores link up and taking pictures and going out shopping, knowing that the world is going to be taking pictures and clicking it on it. You should automatically know that the world is going to be taking pictures and looking at this. So I'm not shocked. Okay? All right, so we shall see how it is. Do y'all think they smash it? Let me know in the comments if you think that Wendy Williams and Wendy Williams and Ray J is smashing. I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that she's smashing? Do y'all think they humping? My gosh. I hope they not humping because that's wrong. If they humping, pull up Princess. You know what I'm saying? I guess Princess said, do you, long as the check clear, I'm okay with it. Long as you getting as long as I'm getting the ratings and all that type of stuff, listen, okay? Because, you know, Nick Cannon's show is about to debut. And when I tell you his show is going to have a lot of ratings because the women love him. The women love him. And when he went on Wendy Williams' show, it was like a bump and the ratings went up a little bit when he like hosted the show. I'm telling the truth, when he had hosted the show, her ratings went up. It did not go down. So he's a serious threat to the Wendy Williams show. And like if they ever cancel Wendy Williams show or dumb up and down, Nick Cannon probably would be the one to take the place of the Wendy Williams show time slot. So we should definitely see how that's going to operate and how that's going to go. But I'm not shocked to see them linking up together. I'm not shocked at all. Not shocked at all. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj did a something with Soulja Boy, right? So Soulja Boy did. She make it clap, clap, clap. And so Nicki Minaj was on the record, and everybody kept saying, it's a remix, it's a remix. Oh, my God, it's a remix. But Nicki Minaj came out, and she cleared it up. She said, no, it was just a drop just for the versus battle only. It was not a remix. That is exactly what it was. And I was like, okay. Well, her and Soulja Boy go back way back into the Ustream days. They go back. You know, they go way back to the Ustream days and all of that. So she just did it just to help her friend out. But everybody kept saying it was a remix, but it's not a remix. So all of that's going on with Nicki Minaj. And then we get to the BET Awards, and we had Lil Kim. She got on there and said that Nicki Minaj is the one that she want to battle with. They said, Nicki, they said, Kim, do you want to do a versus battle? And who would you battle? Nicki. She said Nicki Minaj. Clear as day. And I'm like, yes, I have been saying this forever. The versus battle needs to be Lil Kim versus Nicki Minaj. And I kept saying that. And everybody was like, no, it's two different eras. It's not going to work. No. But once I saw the Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, them two were in like almost two different eras. So why not Nicki Minaj versus Lil Kim? So everybody kept saying that it's two different eras. So I would love to see it. I'm hearing that they're cool. They're not in a bad place, that they had a talk. So this would be good. Both of them could get a bag. And Kim, when you do battle Nicki, because this is a moneymaker, right? Millions of people are going to view this. I personally think that you should do a record with Nicki and drop the record on the day of the versus battle, the night of the versus battle. I think that would be dope. Y'all drop a record together. Y'all do a record together. That's a moneymaker, Grammy-worthy making, and you release a new album. So when you do a versus battle, you should have a new album coming out and a new single with Nicki, and I definitely think that will, because she have a catalog that definitely can compete with Nicki. And I've been saying this ever, that she should do a versus battle. Now, I know Kim Peoples in the bushes, because we've been saying that forever. And people's like, oh, no, Nicki shouldn't do that. They in two different eras. I'm like, skip all that. Skip all that. There are two women that were going back and forth with each other. The world want to see it. Whether you a Barb or whether you a Beehive, you want to see this battle. If you want to see this battle, drop some unicorns and some bees in the chat. If you want to see this battle, drop some unicorns in the chat. Drop some bees in the chat if you want to see Nicki versus Lil Kim. I just want to know if you want to definitely see that. Let me put Nicki on. Let me put her on the screen too. Hold up. Can we put her on the screen right quick? Let me see if we can put her on the screen. Give me a second. Let's see if we can put both of them on the screen so we both can see them. Yes. Okay. Let me get. All right, hold up. Let's put both of them on there. We would love to see that. Now, who's going to win? Drop some bees, drop some unicorns. It's going to be lit up in the house. It's going to be lit. Okay, because it's both, they both got something. The reason why I don't want to see Kim versus like Queen Latifah or The Brat or Foxy Brown, it ain't going to get that much noise. But best believe, if you got Lil Kim versus Nicki, automatically that's going to get some buzz in the streets. Automatically, you're going to have the bars come on. Hey, we got the bars. You're going to have the Beehive. Everybody going to have their fave. And I'm definitely going to give me a flight to go head on and to see that. And I'm going to be turned up. Both of them, I want them both to win because I'm going to be there because I'm a fan of both women, right? I don't pick one over the other because they both got dope catalogs. Nicki got a dope catalog as well as Kim got a dope catalog. And I'm here for both of them. So I don't know, like, what can we, oh my gosh. I was just in a Lil Kim group. I don't know if I saved it or not. Oh, yeah, I did. So you already got, Lil Kim. She could do Get Money. She could do I Can't Love You Better. She could do Crush on You. She could do Ladies Night. She could do the Benjamins remix. She could do Lady Mameline. She could do Lighters Up. She could do Magic Stick. She could do the Jump Off. She could do Quiet Storm remix. She could do the Prayers Anthem. She could do Let It Go. She could do Not Tonight. She could do No Time. Kim could do Wait a Minute. She could do Big Mama Thing, Queen Bitch, Money, Power, Respect, How Many Licks. No matter what they say, Kim already got her 20 records right there. Right there, Kim got her 20 records. Her 20 records right there could go against Nicki Minaj. And you already know Nicki got her 20 records. So if we get some bars, what y'all got against that? Because already Nicki got her 20 records and Kim got her 20 records. And she still got some more records that she could do on top of that. Okay? I'm just excited. I just hope it happened because I'm just excited, y'all. I'm like, whoa, I was running around the house like I was so excited. And I was just playing all the Nicki songs. I was playing all the Kim songs. I'm just excited all the way around. I'm just excited, right? I just hope they both do it because it's a moneymaker. They both can get to that bag. They can get that paper. Go right ahead. Like, that's a bag all the way. It's just a bag, period, okay? It's a bag, period. So we should definitely see how this is going to operate. Y'all do know they had their little battle coming up. You know, Kim did she did the Black Friday. You know, Nicki did Pink Friday. So both of them, like, they was going back and forth. Then you had Nicki saying, "Oh, it hurt to sell your album on PayPal." So they both had, you know, they both wasn't seeing eye to eye. But if they can see eye to eye for this battle, I'm there watching it. If Brandy and Monica can come together and do a battle, Nicki and Kim could do a battle. And I don't want them just be playing their records. I want them to be up there rapping their record, you know, up there bumping their records. You know what I'm saying? No breaks, just straight through. The same way Omarion did it, the same way that Bow Wow did it. They both can definitely do it, okay? And shout out to Lil Kim because she performed last night, had on all white. She had on her boots. She looked really good last night. She was performing for a tribute to Queen Latifah. And when I tell you she did a UNITY, Kim did it. That woman performed, okay? If y'all missed last night, go back and watch when Kim looked beautiful. She looked flawless. She looked real good with that performance. She did. She looked real good performing on this song. She did. She looked really, really, really good. I want to say shout out to her. She did a good job when it came to performing. I want to say shout out to Kim for that. She did a good job. She was like, UNITY. I'm like, yes, Kim, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Yeah, she did good last night. It was no drama, just pure good hip hop last night. Definitely, she did a good job. So if y'all watched that BT, she did real good. I stayed up for that part of the performance, okay? Definitely good. But we want to give a special shout out to the Barbs in the house, okay? Shout out to the Barbs. Y'all did it. Y'all wasn't throwing shade. Even some of the Barbs was, you know, giving Kim some props. Even they were saying, I was speaking to some Barbs last night. They was like, wow, we want to definitely see this battle between Kim and Nicki. I think it would be good for the culture. And I was like, it's definitely good for the culture. So I was talking to a couple of Barbs, you know, yesterday. And shout out to the Barbs that, you know, subscribe back to the channel. You know, we love y'all. Shout out to the Barbs all day long. Barbs all day. And just when I, you know, get together like on stage here, I'm gonna definitely play me some Nicki songs I love. I'm gonna pay homage to the Queen and play homage to Kim, the Queen as well. And for Kim to be relevant out of all of these decades, and she's still the talk of the town. When she wears some fashion, she still get in the blog. She's still the media. They still take pictures. They still ask her questions. So her to be relevant after all these years later, 2 decades later, that's incredible. How many female rappers you know that's still going to be relevant 20 years later? How many female rappers you know still going to be the talk of the town 20 years later? Not too many. It's plenty female rappers that have rapped. They're not as relevant as Lil Kim. And she's been in this game for over 20 years. All right, I definitely had to say that. I definitely had to put that out there, okay? All right. Now, something else went on last night, too, in the BET Awards is Cardi B. So Cardi B performed. She performed with the Migos. She came out with the bump, the pregnant bump. You know, she pregnant, and I was like, "Go ahead, Cardi, go ahead." I was like, "Cardi B, she pregnant," and the way she did it was so great. And she was just up. She was really spinning on bars. You know, perfect English. She wasn't stumbling over her words. She didn't forget her lyrics. Like she was hype. And you know, she got the pregnant bump. She pregnant. And I'm like, oh, whoa, the crowd went wild. Like the audience went wild. We all went wild. I'm like, yes, for the pregnant bump. I'm like, come on, Cardi. And then I was like, when this album gonna drop? But I ain't worried about the album. I'm happy for Cardi that her husband is putting it down on her, and that she's pregnant. This is her baby number 2, and I'm happy and I'm excited for Cardi that she's pregnant. I think that's exciting, right? But I was like, when this album gonna drop? Because I just want this music to drop, the album. But she is the reason why the Migos are like selling this album, because she came out perfect English, right? Really spinning them bars. So she really made that record, even though I don't really like the song. I just like Cardi B verse, and they did a good job, because that's the thing with the Migos. They secret weapon. They got the relationship with Cardi, and that is what's going to keep them relevant for a long time, because they can always do features with Cardi. They can go on tour with Cardi. They could do a joint merchandise venture with Cardi. It's so much they can do for the Cardi B brand. It looks really well on the Migos, because if the Migos didn't really have a Cardi verse, they won't really get the clout or the respect they're getting right now, because people have moved on. But the reason why they still got that clout is because of Cardi B. All right? That's the reason why, okay? She definitely did that. I was like, okay, Cardi. But I can't wait for her sophomore album to drop. Definitely can't wait her sophomore album, definitely to drop. We definitely going to be there. And listen, we're going to review it. We're going to sing her praise and stuff like that. We definitely want to say shout out to Offset and all that. Hopefully he ain't cheating on her, because when women get pregnant, that's when the man think it's okay to creep on them, creep on their lives and stuff like that. So we definitely want to make sure that ain't together. Okay, give me a second. Let me do this. Where are we at? Okay, let's go to this next topic. All right. Hold on 1 second. I'll read y'all comments. Y'all got to be reading y'all comments like for real. I'm up here reading y'all comments. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get into Kailyn Walker. So, we had an exclusive interview with the Superfly superstar Kailyn Walker, and he have been charged with 10 counts. He have sexual, he got 10 charges of some serious charges, right? He facing some life sentences, whatever. So we were talking about the case. We're saying that Kailyn Walker is guilty, and today I still believe that the man is guilty. So he called into our show, and he did an interview with us. Okay, came on our show, did an interview, and we were talking about him going on Tasha's show, him going on Mire show, and Mire got upset with me because someone lied to her and said that we were dragging her. So she didn't listen to the interview until like after I went live on station. I was like, girl, listen to the interview. We didn't dish you. We didn't throw no shade at you. So she listened. It was no shade thrown at her, right? So we do the interview, and he was saying some stuff about his mom, about his stepdad, how they abused him. And so the interview is done. So we connect with him offline, and I get a DM. People are saying that, why did Tasha delete the Kailyn Walker interview? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I just watched the interview maybe like a day ago. I watched the Kailyn Walker interview a day ago, and I took my notes. I got it in my Wiley Show notebook where I took the notes of the interview, and we reviewed it on the Wiley Show. So what do you mean it's been taken out? So and they said, well, go check. So I go on Patreon, I scroll down, scroll. I don't see it. I'm like, what's going on? So then I was getting something in my DMs. They were saying, rumor, this is all allegedly. It was like, well, one of the videos that Kailyn sent Tasha is with a minor of him getting, having full-fledged love making with a minor, okay? And I was like, oh my gosh, oh no. Because I know in the interview, she played like a snippet of a woman giving him fellatio she played that clip during the interview. So, and then it was like, oh, he was doing this and it was with a minor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, whoa. I don't know. I can't confirm that or deny that because I didn't talk to Tasha about this because that ain't none of my business to ask her, girl, why did you take down interview? I don't talk to her like that. I'm not going to use that and be like, okay, did you take down it? Why did you take? So I don't know. Well, somebody else told me, well, Wiley, she took it down because now she don't believe Kailyn Walker. She think Kailyn Walker is guilty and that she is going to interview his accusers. I said, oh, wait a minute. Wait. So you mean to tell me Tasha took down the interview? At first she said, they lied. I'm going to quote her. She said, quote, them B words is liars. So she said that about him. Now she deleted it. And now she go interview the man accusers. Now wait a minute. You mean to tell me you have flew this man out, okay? We have seen that she flew him out to Atlanta to do the interview. She said that, oh, you're innocent. You didn't do nothing wrong. You're innocent here. And now it's allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly. Hashtag allegedly. She is going to interview some of his accusers. I said, oh my gosh. No. You can't. I tried to tell him, stop doing these interviews. Because then another person he went on, they started throwing shade at him. Because Millie started throwing a little shade at him. Talking about, did Wiley try to hump you too? Like trying to throw some shade. But you went on these women platforms. You gave these people the exclusives. And now they're backtracking, talking about they taking this stuff down. That the talk took to, I don't know. I'm just sitting down, minding my own business. And not getting into the mess. But if I keep getting DMs, I'll talk about on my show and we have a conversation about it on the show, but I'm not about to call nobody and say, why did you do this? Now, if they tell me afterwards, then I'll be like, okay, this is what I heard. So I'm just saying this. I don't know what went down. I don't know what new development that Tasha have. But she ain't going to delete no interview off her Patreon unless something have happened. Unless when the victim was like, no, I got other proof that he's lying. I don't know. But all I know is I'm sitting down and I'm getting the tea like the rest of y'all getting the information. And his trial starts in July next month. His trial going to begin in July where he's going to be having his trial, okay? It's definitely going to be starting in July. So we definitely going to keep y'all covered on this trial of what's going on this trial. But it's have been that interview on Patreon. You ain't going to be able to see it because she took it down. So I don't know what happened. But we will definitely get the tea and we going to bring it to y'all. I'm like, what's going on? Is the man guilty? Oh, he's innocent. I said he was guilty. And I never changed on that. You know, I said he was guilty. And he came on our show. He was like, you a black man, you should be doing this and blah, blah, blah. And there's some women that accused him way before he became famous. And he wasn't even famous then. And this man, he tried to pressure me. Well, you know, I'm a black man. I'm fighting for you. Ain't fighting for me. You fighting for yourself. And you fighting the wrong fight. Because you need to hush up and let your lawyers handle the situation. But you going to this platform, that platform, that platform. They deleting stuff. They're up there not keeping it up. They're throwing little shots at you. But yet you doing a press tour. You would have came out better going to Fox 11, going to BET, going to all this stuff, because he was the first platform to come on here and tell him what his mama did to him and what his stepdad did to him. And y'all can go check the interview out. I'm going to move on. But you know what I did the press tour. Went here, there, everywhere. You should have did Fox 11 with your attorney, BET, or Oprah Winfrey. But you went to bloggers, meaning that they could spin it, twist it as where they see fit. And then me and him was texting. This brother sent a text message to Millie. I'm like, why I just send my text message that I'm texting you and you're sending this to Millie? Hold on, y'all. Let me blow my nose. Give me a second. You sending it to Millie, our text. Then this is how the interview got hooked up. Okay, it was a blogger, right? Up and coming blogger. They coming up in these streets. They hooked Kailyn up with Tasha for the interview, but they thought that Tasha was going to fly him out and Kailyn. And I'm saying to myself, Kailyn is the star. She's not going to fly out another blogger. That's not going to happen. So he was mad, and now he throwing shots at Tasha because Tasha didn't fly him out. Because he said, I wanted to speak for Kailyn. She ain't about to fly. She ain't about to fly you out and then fly out Kailyn. She only gonna fly out the star, the person of the story, not nobody else that say they on the team. So he got mad. He got angry at Tasha because he didn't get flew out to Atlanta with Kailyn. And so now he in my DM said, I got some tea. I want to drag Millie on your show. I got some information. I'm like, well, what information did you have? Like, don't get me in this mess, because he's upset that he didn't get no camera time with Tasha and Kailyn. And he's upset with Millie because Millie kept saying that she talked about the story first. It's a hot mess. Then he called me and said, Wiley, we want you to use your platform to expose Millie. And I'm like, what? What do you have? Let me vet this information first. It's a lot. But y'all all supposed to be, but y'all say this man is a liar. Y'all say that Kailyn is a narcissist. He is. Y'all say all this stuff, but then y'all say, well, he's innocent to proven guilty. Man, the man is guilty. The man is guilty. He know he did this with these women. And what he want the public to just change against him and rally behind and support him. But he's guilty, okay? Unless I see something else, the man is guilty. We had the pleasure of looking over some documents. He been charged with 10. He got 10 counts. All 10 counts Kailyn had pleaded not guilty. Okay? But we definitely going to move on off the subject. And the reason why we talked about this case, because my people want me to talk about it, so that's why we're talking about it. All right. Cardi. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. It is like something. Man. Let me see. All right, there we go. Let me do that. Lil Nas X, this is our last subject. He did a performance and everybody was talking about it. Dr. Boss Watkins, other guy, Mama's Cooking, the guy that always say Mama's Cooking. Everybody was talking about this. Oh, he's kissing another man. Because on the BET Awards, Lil Nas X decided to kiss a man. And they didn't like it. Oh, it's a conspiracy. Oh, it's an agenda. No, the man is gay. He's going to express himself because for other gays that never seen a guy kiss a guy on camera, never felt like nobody looked like them or identified like them. So that was great. So what he's doing is he's catering towards his base. So people were angry. I'm like, we seen men kiss women on camera. We see women kiss other women on camera. And I never seen Mama's Cooking. I never seen Dr. Boss Walkers or anybody else have some negative to say. But soon as you see a man kiss another man, it's an agenda. His agenda is for y'all to talk about him to put more money in his pocket. He's a gay man and he's going to express himself and he's gay. And what's the problem? It's no issue. It's no agenda. Right? It's an agenda for men calling women bees. It's an agenda for men to be kissing women. It's an agenda for men to be humping on women, putting it all in their videos and all that. I never see an outrage. But as soon as you see a gay man kiss another man, it's an issue. Duh, you gay. You supposed to kiss on another man. Oh, but what about the kids? Kids watch so much stuff they be introduced to. It's cray-cray. Okay? If you don't want your kids watching the BET Awards, you the parent. Don't make sure they don't watch. Put on that parental control and put on that you can't watch BET. But you have the power on what your child watch. Okay? So if you don't want your child watching the BET Awards, don't let them watch it. Don't pay for the cable bill. But don't try to force, him to force Lil Nas X to be something that he's not. That man, he's pushing the envelope. He's letting you know I'm gay and I'm proud and I'm gonna kiss a man. And I thought it was nice of him doing that. I think this is dope. I don't think that it is an agenda. I just think he's kissing on a man. Is it an agenda for men calling women bees? What's the word? So I was watching Armand's show today, and he did a story time, and mind you, he was there at the BET Awards. So he was saying that the straight guys, Lil Baby and all of them, they were getting into a conversation like the straight guys wasn't looking on the stage. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, okay, that's fine, and Danny, but it's a whole lot of people that's gay in this business that is just not out. Okay, they be doing most kissing and licking and everything. One thing that I respect about Diddy, I respect him for this. He was like, oh my guys, live your truth, live your life. He really came out and gave Lil Nas X credit, right? Gave him his kudos. So shout out to Diddy. He didn't have to do that. Diddy came out, gave Lil Nas X his flower, and that was incredible. That was incredible to do that. But I thought it was a great performance. It keep the girls talking, and in return, put more money in Lil Nas X's pocket, okay? Only thing Lil Nas X needs to do is help his mama get off crack, because she's on that homeless, on crack, looking homeless, smelling bad. He needs to give her some money to get her off crack, okay? Because she's on that crack. Yes, she is. Somebody recorded her, and she look a hot mess out here in these streets. So I hope that he try to get her in some rehab where the same, rehab that people need to go to. She need to put on good rehab and get her a good shower, put on a good old wig or something like that, because she definitely out there on that crack looking terrible. Okay. All right, so we're going to open up these phone lines. I definitely had to talk about all this stuff. Oh, let me also talk about this before we go. And moderators, y'all can post the number of the 646 number. Okay, let me take it down. Let's go back to Cardi B for a second. So Cardi also, she's pregnant, but it's an artist that said this about Cardi B. Let me see if I can find her. Jessica Wu? Is that her name? She was up there throwing some shots. Let me see if I can find it. So this is what Jessica Wu said. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me do that. Okay.
There will be so many people that you guys will never know their names that have been behind the demise of so many people's careers. Like, I'll give you an example, and this is me spilling tea. I'll never forget, years ago, 4 years ago, I met someone that was on Cardi's team back in 2017. And they literally told me, like, this is something that was told to me, that, yeah, like, putting Cardi out, our goal was to knock Nicki out. And that was the first time I heard that topic. Then not too long later, the whole Nicki and Cardi thing happened. And I remember just thinking to myself, yo, like, so-and-so told me, like, this is what they were trying to do. And then you have these two women. There will be so many people that you guys will never know their names that have been.
Wow. So this Jessie Wu. So she was putting this out there that somebody on Cardi's team was saying to go against Nicki. And then this is what Cardi B, she responded with this. She said, the lies. I hate that I got to address shit that is so irrelevant. Jessie Wu is the same person that I got on my DM asked me advice because she signed to my old record label and she felt like my old manager played her. If anybody ever told you that about another woman, then why would you go and sign with them as well? No matter how stressful my 3 years of litigation when my old manager was, I knew he will never say that since he a queen, Nicki, and the last thing in our head was another woman when we were just trying to make it, which we did. And yes, I got the DMs. Oh my gosh. So they got a little beef going on. We will definitely keep y'all updated on that. But she didn't say manager. She said a member on the team. So is it true, Cardi, that y'all wanted to go against Nicki Minaj to make this little battle or something like that? Let me know. Is it true? We should definitely see about that. All right, so let me put the number on the screen real quick. We got to open up these phone lines if y'all want to call in. The number is 646-716-8447. Number is 646-716-8447. If you want to call in, that is the number. Give me a second. Woo! We is live. All right, hold on. Let me pin it in the chat. Give me a second. Can't say what somebody else says. She does not know. Oh yeah, she can't. You can't speak for because you don't know what was said. You're right. You're right about that. So I'll put the number in here. So if y'all gonna call in, that's the number 646-716-8447. Okay. And also, too, if y'all want to be notified when I go live, the number is you text the Wiley Show to 833-760-1691, one word, and you will get an automatic message that you're on the text list. You can text the Wiley Show to 833-760-1691, and you will be notified when I go live. So let's open up these phone lines. Okay. 1850, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. So I'm a fan of your show and Mob Radio.
Go ahead.
So I just actually finished watching the live on Mob Radio when she was talking about Cardi B. That's where I first heard about it. And honestly, I believe it because what's funny, Cardi B is not even, and I'm not trying to be no racist, Cardi B is not a black woman. And she came off, and while I don't care for her, she came off like, oh, I was raised in the hood around black people, and this is why I act basically ghetto. And I think that was racist, and like nobody really caught on to that. And I mean, I don't understand why people hate Nicki so much. Like, what did she do? What did she do? And I feel like people only like Cardi because people are telling them to like Cardi. They really don't like her. She's just more, I guess, more relatable because we're living in times where everything is okay to be ratchet, you know? But it was a time where everybody loved Nicki. Now it's like people fake. People real fake. It's like how you love Nicki for 10 years. Cardi B come out on some like something that Nicki did 10 years ago, Lil Kim did about 15 years ago. I mean, it's nothing new that they're doing. Like, we all went through these stages of being freaks and ratchet and all that. Like, it's nothing new. And it's just weird because they talking like this and they're getting pregnant and, like, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, are you really this freak of nature, or are
Cardi,
you a homebody?
but Cardi B was raised in the hood, so of course she gonna be acting hood.
Okay.
She was raised in that environment, so I don't think that is racist for her saying that. She was raised around a lot of black folks, so you're gonna pick up that, you know, that culture, that swag. It's just a swag.
No, not it is ghetto though.
You said what?
Not everybody in the hood is.
I didn't say everybody in the hood is ghetto, but it's a certain swag that you develop if you're in the hood. If you got it, it's a swag.
It's not ghetto. It's not ghetto. It's not rat. We try to keep us as a culture. We try to stay away from that. Okay. She picked up on that because she was hanging around ghetto people.
Do you blame her for what her environment? She was raised in that environment, so you're gonna pick up some of those characteristics. I don't think it's a problem with that. Why do you have an issue with that?
Okay, but we're putting it out on display. Like it's like it is what it is. Like all black people in the hood are like that. That's my point.
Not all
And
black
that's
people.
not
The
true.
black people that I was
Like,
around, they was acting like that, and some was even worse.
yeah, but we gonna put it on display though.
Many people put it
We
on
gonna do that.
display. Many people have put it on
Fight for
display.
all we fought for. I mean,
Me-
she is. She really is. Because she's a mother now, so she's not in the hood anymore. So what are we talking about? And you're married, so you're not a stripper anymore. So what is she talking about?
I just
It's
think that's her
different
character,
things.
her
So that's
thing.
my-
I don't see an issue with that. She was raised around it, so she want to bring it mainstream. It's no issue with it. It's no problem with what she's doing. Why do you take issue with that?
Because people was from the hood prior and they didn't act like that. Nas is from the hood. Jay-Z is from the project, okay? Queen Latifah's from the hood, okay? They don't act like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's really she's making fun of the culture, if you ask me. But you guys don't see it like
I don't
that
I don't
because
say
y'all
that
want
she
her to have
does. I don't think she make fun of the culture at all. I just think that you're maybe upset that you're not on her level and you want to find faults at what she does.
Ghetto.
You said
I
what?
don't want to be ghetto. Wiley? Who wants to be ghetto and pregnant? Like, come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Like, stop it. That's this generation. No. But yeah, but that's all I got to say. But have a good night, honey.
All right, thank you. Oh wow. Oh wow, this is so funny. Okay. All right, so let's go. We gotta go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, you live on
Wally?
the, how you doing? Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing? Good. I would say that I would love to see the battle between Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim, but I think Nicki Minaj will body bag Lil Kim. That's just my opinion. And then, too, they need to leave Cardi B alone. Man, this girl been in the game, and ever since Cardi B done got in there, man, people just been going at this girl, neck, ass, and everything. Why can't people just let people be them? You know, it ain't nothing about people. A lot of people want to blame everything up on ghetto style and this style and that. You know, let people just be them. Why can't just people be who they are? And if don't nobody like it, keep it moving. You know, move around. I mean, you're not in that person's life. You don't have to be in that person's life. You don't wake up with that person in the same household. Why are you worrying about what Cardi B doing on the media, what she's not doing on the media? You know, everybody is worried about Cardi B. And like the one girl, the girl just hung up. Now she had a true point on when she said that something about, you know, what once Nicki got in the game, Nicki been in the game for 20 years, Lil Kim for 15, and Cardi B, you know, recently got in the game. But now they stopped liking Nicki, and they stopped liking Lil Kim. Then they went from Nicki to Lil Kim to Cardi B, you know, and then so on and so on. You know, it's a lot of fake people in the industry. You know, so people just gonna have to get used to that. And then too, Cardi B is not the only person on the media. I mean, some of these men need to be checked on the media then. Because there's a lot of men taking their damn clothes off on the media, doing all other kind of freaky stuff on the media. I mean, everybody is targeting Cardi B, and Cardi B have a lot of black in her. I wish people start seeing that. Her parents is from the island, Jamaica. They is from Jamaica. Jamaica people are black. Were people seeing other Jamaican people as being a different race or something from being black? Jamaican people are black. My father is from Kingston, Jamaica, so I know. And Cardi B have a lot of black in her. Her grandparents is black and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, so Wally? But, you know, people need to let that be, and her mother is black. So I don't understand why everybody want to say, you whatever your father is. Okay, I believe, okay, the man do fertilize the egg in the woman with the sperm. You know what I'm saying. And they saying it, but she's still a part of her culture overseas, too. She's still a part of her black people. So there's no here or there. They need to leave that girl alone. Let Cardi B live. They've been dragging this girl's name in the mud ever since. No matter, okay, everybody that made a mistake and said some shit on the media about themselves, they slipped at the tongue and said what they done in their life and their past and stuff. And a lot of people that talk about their past. There is not a perfect person in this world. I don't care what no one says, Wally. There's not a perfect person in this world, and people need to stop doing that. Need to stop pretending like they so much better than the next person, or they, you know, just you know, they all the way up and somebody else is all the way down. So Cardi B, it was her time to make it. She blew up, so be it. It's a whole bunch of them get talked about out there, but they really is at Cardi B neck. They at that girl's neck, and let her live. You know, she pregnant with her second baby, so be it, or whatever else. You know, she has a beautiful family. Her daughter is just so beautiful. Culture is so beautiful. And then, you know, she's pregnant again. You know, congratulations, Cardi B, if you're watching the Wiley Show. I love her. I love Nicki Minaj. I love all of them. You know, I salute all the queens. I salute all of them. That's just me. I'm not out here hating on nobody because I love Cardi B. I love her style. I love Nicki Minaj. I love her style. Whatever they doing it. They doing their thing. It's getting them paid. They made it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, hey, it is what it is. Let people be them. You know, quit hating people for who they are. Y'all ain't up there doing it, making the money. You see what I'm saying, Wally? They ain't up there making that money or doing what they doing. Cardi B them that made it. And everybody else sitting on their ass and that ain't made it need to be trying to do something with your life and get on focus with your own life and quit worrying about everybody else because Cardi B them that made it into the industry. And the main people that's talking about Cardi B them is not the ones that they made it into the industry. So they need to leave that alone. Quit roughnecking people. You know, quit roughnecking the shit out of people and quit swallowing people whole. Like, you know, you just know that person. Y'all don't know what time that person go to sleep, what time they wake up. Y'all not all the way in Cardi B life like that. The media just going on with Cardi B came out about her past. Well, I say she real. I say Cardi B real as fuck. She's an open book. Ain't no wrong with being an open book. People get used to real ass people. Cardi B just an open book. That's how I am too. I'm an open book. I don't care what nobody think of me after I put it out there.
All right, thank you.
I'm not gonna hold you up.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, Cardi B is whatever. I think she's black. I think so. I think she got some black in her blood. Anonymous, you live on air. Hello. Anonymous.
Apparently, allegedly.
Anonymous, you live on the air. You got to turn me down in the background. Okay, Anonymous. All right. You live on the air. All right, call back in. You got to turn me down the back, and we'll bring you on, okay? All right. Hello, you live? You live on the air?
Hello.
Hey, you live on the air? Can you turn? Okay, speak up in the phone.
You can hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Here's Wally. It's Queen Tulsa, and I'm here to chime in. You know why I'm here, right?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I don't know why Tasha K did that. However, yes, I do. I still believe that this man is innocent. And until this trial comes through, like I said, we all just need to just wait on that. Congratulations to Cardi B. Yes, I want to see a versus between Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. I would love to see it too because like I said, it's a moneymaker for both parties, and it'd be good for the culture to see two women from different generations come together under one roof and perform their hits. I think that would be great. Thank you so much for calling in.
And not even that, even with Lil Kim hits, like a lot of people form their opinion to ride with Nicki because they don't know Lil Kim's catalog. They don't know her story. They don't know, they haven't experienced Lil Kim like ones that were blessed to see her early in her career to now. Okay. And what I want to say is longevity is what you want in this industry, and Lil Kim has definitely made it. She's made icon status.
Facts. Absolutely. You're exactly right about that. Definitely. And we should see how it's going to play out.
So I don't care who gets up there. Let's encourage the women. Let's not be, that little party pooper and want to like bring everything down. Let's like uplift. Women are coming together to show us as the people can get along. People can make money. They don't necessarily have to like each other, but guess what? They can set those differences aside and get to the bag. And I think that's the message that Versus is all about. Put the shit aside, make this money, and move on with your life. You get what I'm saying? So thank you to Versus.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
All right now. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. 2410. Call you on air. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you live on the air. How you doing?
Hey, Wiley, I'm doing good. I'm calling to talk about the topic, the versus battle between Nicki and Little Kim.
Okay.
Wiley, so I just feel like I don't think it's going to happen. And I don't feel like it's a compatible battle. And I feel like Foxy will be more of a battle for Little Kim. And she looked flawless at the BET Awards, but I just feel like she's reaching at this point. I really feel like she's reaching.
I don't think so. I think the Foxy Day will be boring, but Kim and Nicki, that's the one that need to happen because they really had a battle. They really had a beef. I think it would be a moneymaker. I think you will tune in for that. And I don't care if they're in two different generations. Look at Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. It matched really well, and Kim definitely can get some hits that can battle Nicki Minaj hits. So I'm here for it. I want to see both of the women win. I want to see them on the same stage. You as a Nicki fan, me as a Kim fan, that would be dope. Just the people in your home, coming to your house, coming to your home, put it on a big screen, and everybody just go at it and just watching both their faces go at it. I think it would be great.
I mean, like I said, I love Kim. I love Nicki. I just feel like it's beneath Nicki at this point. Nicki, it won't do anything for Nicki. A versus battle would not do anything, especially with Nicki working on her album, her single, or whatever it is she's working on. I just feel like it does not do anything for Nicki. Nicki don't need a bag from that.
Anybody can get extra bags. There's nothing wrong with it, but it will definitely bring her back and just push her back into the forefront, into the conversation. More streams, you get more money, you get more attention on the versus battle because it's thousands of people, millions actually around the world viewing it. So why not do it? Why not get an extra bag?
Well, that's true. Like I said, it's no shade against no one who has already did the versus battle. But just like, for example, with Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, it was all right. It was nice, but how Soulja kept coming with his newest stuff he put out. Unlike Bow Wow, he had a lot of, back in the day hits.
And he still won the battle. And he still, according to Billboard, according to different reports, he still won the battle.
Hey, but like I said, I just feel like it won't do anything for Nicki. I think Nicki needs to focus on what she's doing with her album. I think Lil Kim needs to amend and make peace with Foxy. That's her real person.
Okay, but and Nicki can. And this is the thing is, Nicki can bring out Foxy the same way Soulja brought out Romeo. So it could still be a Foxy and Nicki. It still could be a Foxy and Kim. So
hold on. If she bring out Foxy, okay, Foxy have hits. Foxy got a lot of music. Foxy and Kim can go head to head. That's who she needs to do this with. Romeo, he had a few little hits here and there, but he wasn't mainstream like a Foxy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, Kim, the first thing, like, I feel like she should have been promoting her album or promoting her single. The first name come out of her mouth is Nicki. Like, girl, please stop. Focus on what happened back in the 90s, and that's your era, and that's where you need to stay, within that range.
I still say what Kim did that is because she know it gets more media attention, more of a buzz, more bigger the bag to say Nicki than to say Foxy. Foxy can't even hardly hear that well. So, again, I believe that the Kim and Nicki battle is more profitable than the Kim and Foxy battle. Let's be all the way real on that. Ain't nobody checking for no Foxy right now. Kim knew who to bring up to get some attention, and she said Nicki. Clear as day. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like, I love Kim. She looks flawless, but I just think that she just needs to leave Nicki alone. Nicki, when the last time Nicki been to a BET Awards? Come on now. So just let her be and focus on her. Well, I heard that they back cool. I heard they back cool. They talking. So who knows? Maybe they was like, oh, we should do this versus battle. That could be it. And she said it when Nicki was live. She said, "Listen,
I speak on things when I speak on it. If I don't speak on it, she haven't spoken, say they, so who knows what's really going on.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you, Wiley.
All right.
I enjoy you.
I enjoy you. Bye-bye. All right. So we got the number 646-716-8447. Let's go last 41753. You live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. How are you?
Hey, doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I see you looking good, pretty in pink.
Yes.
I just want to talk about the versus battle.
Yes.
I do think that the versus battle will be a win for female hip hop. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like Lil Kim and Nicki has been we've been waiting for this for a long time. And I kind of feel like without Lil Kim, there'll be no Nicki, and without Nicki, there wouldn't be no Cardi. That's just me, right? I look at rap as a hierarchy, right? Certain people had to pave the way. Although it's not Lil Kim's time anymore, Nicki's more relevant, and now it's not Nicki's time anymore, Cardi's more relevant. I still think that it'll be good for the culture if they could sit down and have a battle. I feel like they both have hits. They both have good raps. They both have good collabs. I just think it'll be good overall. The whole Cardi B situation, Cardi B came up in the game. I was watching Cardi B because before she was even famous, she used to make these ghetto, ratchet, hood rap videos on Facebook. And she kind of always been that way. However, the misconception is people think that all black people are ghetto. No, Cardi B is ghetto in her own right. Okay, and not all ghetto people are black. So I just want to put that out there. Also, one more thing. The Lil Nas X, I do feel like Lil Nas X is being very extra. Gay people have been around since Stonewall. I'm from New York City, okay? And I see, gay men kiss all the time. I just kind of feel like Lil Nas X is kind of pushing it in our face. I get it. He's a catcher and a pitcher, but I don't need to see it every time I see you, right? Every time he, shows up somewhere, he's like, okay, well, I'm gay, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. We get it, and we know that you're gay. You got respect already. We understand that you're out the closet. So that's all I want to say about that. I just want to put my 2 cents in.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. But I want to say this point, regardless of what it is, he's not the first one to kiss another guy. Women have kissed guys on stages forever. Women on women have kissed on stage, and it don't get as much pushback. When you see a black man kiss another black man, it's an issue. He's not the first to do it. He won't be the last.
It was an issue. I didn't say it was any. I don't even think he got pushback. A lot of people were sharing it. There's going to be people who agree and people who don't agree. However, I feel like just Lil Nas X on purpose, he's always pushing that. You know what I'm saying? We understand. Gay people have been around for a long time.
But women push getting their poom poom ate out, how wet they poom poom is. Why can't he talk about what he identify with and push that? What he identify with, because women identify about their poom poom, how wet it get, how you know what I'm saying, broke in words, can't get no punani. Women speak about this all the time about their private parts. So why can't a man use what he got into using in his music? I don't see an issue.
That's just like saying, okay, a man can sleep around and he get all the points back in the days, and if a woman do it, then she's a hoe. These are just the standards that society set. I don't make the rules. All right, I don't have to follow them, and I understand he's not following them. However, I just kind of feel like he's doing a bit much, right? Everything is always about, okay, here's what he's promoting. Okay, he has his boyfriend or whoever he's dealing with at the time, and he's doing all these gay things. We get it, and we understand. We caught the assignment. You executed it already. What more do you need?
All right.
Even my gay friends felt he was being extra, and they're gay. They're part of the community.
I don't think that he's been extra. I just think that he's literally living his life. This is Pride Month. He's identified that this is who I am. It's giving him views. It's giving him money. So why not do it? Just saying when a woman like women, they be kissing on each other, they be licking on each other. I don't see the issue.
There's no issue, Wiley. I can expect it. Come on, your story times be wild. I know you like to see that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, Wiley. All right, I'm just saying that it's a bit much, and he just keep pushing it. Every time I see him, I'm like, okay, I understand you're gay. What else? Can we get another record to drop instead of you just promoting the fact that you're gay? I understand, but aren't you an artist? Can we get back to the art? That's all I'm saying.
It is the art. It's a song. Even Lil Nas X. Let me see if I can pull up his tweet of what he wrote. Give me a second if I can see if I can pull it up, and we're gonna go to the next caller. The number is 646-716-8447 is if you're there. Again, he said if you don't push yourself outside your comfort zone, you will never grow. Let me see this. Somebody said that this is another tweet he wrote. He said, it took me a lot of time to mentally prepare for the performances while on stage. I was tumbling, knowing that I was performing something like that in front of my straight peers. Even during the performance, I was having a hard time calming my nerve. Thank you guys for the love, so we want to say shout out to him for doing that, and it is what it is. And then another tweet he said we are 4 months in and people are still acting surprised that I'm being gay and sexual in a performance of a song about being gay and sexual shit. So it is what it is. He said what he did, and we're gonna see how his career hold out in these next couple of weeks and months and years. But thank you. Let me go to the next caller.
No problem. Have a good one, Wiley.
All right, you too. Okay, 5101 caller, you on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
It's CTV. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted to kind of piggyback a little bit off of what the previous caller said about Lil Nas X being a little extra. It sounds like a little covert homophobia is jumping up out of her, because if Beyonce can be extra and Meg can be extra and the Amigos can be extra, and Cardi B can come belly flopping pregnant out on the stage, cutting up a good time, about to have an abortion on stage, then I don't understand why Lil Nas X can't be extra either. Now, I'm not a particular fan of Lil Nas X personally, but if we're going to talk about queening out, at this point, the entire industry is queening out, and I mean, everybody is doing what they got to do to solidify the bag. Now, in terms of Lil Kim and Nicki, I don't think that's going to be a good look. I think that there's too much of a generational gap between Kim and Nicki. I don't even think that the optics even look right, because Nicki Minaj is the birth child of Little Kim, and I don't think that Nicki Minaj's I don't think that Little Kim's self-esteem can withstand an L. I think that if Little Kim loses a versus battle to Nicki Minaj, the next time we see Lil Kim in public, she would be looking completely like Hillary Clinton in the face. Like, she would just go ahead and just convert to total Caucasianness. And so I'm concerned that Lil Kim just don't got God ain't got her inner man set up yet. She needs to go make sure she Gucci, she good. And that's like the Isley brothers competing against B2K. Like, Lil Kim existed in an era, to be honest, where she's more known for just her controversial raunchiness and her iconic, like, her sex appeal. Like, it's, for Lil Kim, her publicity is even less about her musical catalog than it is about her presence in music. The issue is Nicki Minaj has an actual catalog. I don't think Lil Kim can compete in terms of catalog, but Lil Kim was more
Yes, her catalog is definitely there. The reason why Kim wants to do this is because it will bring her back into the forefront of today's music and today's industry. I think that even with her music, for people that do not know her music, will go and stream her music. It's a win-win situation. And also for Nicki, it will show that she can work with Kim, and I'm going to really work with my sister. We had our love together. We had our little beef or whatever, and now we're coming together as women. That will send a shockwaves to the industry, that you can work together with one that at one point was the ops, one person that was not your cup of tea. So I would love to see it. The reason why I don't want to see a Kim and Foxy, that's boring. But seeing a battle with Kim versus Nicki, that will send millions of people to tune into that battle alone with those two women. And if Kim was smart, she would come out with a new record and play her new stuff that the audience did not listen to. They paid it no mind. I think they will get into that as well. It's definitely profitable, and it's a good business move to say Nicki then versus saying Foxy, because Foxy ain't doing no music. She's not relevant in the conversation. Kim is still somewhat relevant and say that Nicki name, and that's why she dominated the media on last night. So it would be definitely dope to see Nicki versus Kim in a versus battle. You would tune in. Everybody would tune in for that battle. Period. Everybody.
I would.
Everybody would tune in.
And goodbye.
Period. Okay.
I would. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Everybody will tune in. People, grandkids, and little kids that didn't know who Kim was, they'd be like, oh, okay, I kind of like that record. Let me stream it. And then if Kim is smart, she come out with new music. I definitely don't want to forget that. Okay, we got 3 callers in here. Let's bring everybody in because we get these callers today. 5840 caller, you're in the air.
Wiley, I agree with you 1,000%. The people of New York, once again, the people of New York want to see this battle. The people from Queens want to see the battle. The people from Brooklyn want to see this battle. So let this battle happen. It would be the top, once again, it would be the top, the most rated views that the Versus battle will receive. And Little Kim knew what she was doing when she stated she wants Nicki Minaj. Therefore, she called out Nicki Minaj. So if Nicki Minaj turned it down, it would make Nicki Minaj seem like she's a little scared. You get what I'm saying? So she
Facts.
goes, well, you're the queen right now, so why you still the queen? This is when you're supposed to battle. You feel me? And give it your all.
Oh, yes. You're so right about that. You're right about that. And I would love to see it. And the people in New York alone,
There's money to be made on both sides.
Facts. It's money to be made on both sides. You're so right about it. Facts. So we definitely shall see it. And whoever win or lose, they both winners because they both were introduced to millions of people that night. So they both going to get something from the table.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If Monica and Brandy could do it, why they can't?
Come on. And they sure did it. And they both gained from that. They streams went up. Everything went up. Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling in.
But Nicki Minaj just said she has a surprise, so we never know what that surprise could be. Like,
we never know. We don't know if they actually do a record together.
You never know.
That's what I'm saying. You never know. They might do a record or song together. You just never know. But we shall see how it's going to operate. I'm definitely going to be there. It's probably not in the audience, but I definitely will be talking about it on my show because there's going to be a lot of people watching it.
I want to say shout out to KR, man. I really like KR a lot, man. And it's just crazy how people are doing him. But I wish he'd come back on your show and clear it up. Why do we think Tasha K took down the interview? So, KR, if you're in the bushes, come on and let us know what's going on. We need to know what's going on, man.
Facts. Definitely need to know. I'm here, and I will definitely be listening to what he got to say. But thank you so much for calling in.
No problem.
All right. So let me see where we are. I'm just checking out these comments. 7736, caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hi. Thank you. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I want to say, just leave Kaalan alone. That man is going through it, and I think people should just leave him alone. I mean, anybody that's going through something like that, you know, they need friends, not people to try to tear them down. And I just wish more people would just wait and see what happens and, you know, just leave the whole thing alone, you know. Anywho, Wiley, yes, and you need to leave my Miss Wendy alone, okay, boo? Because she did the blueprint. She is the blueprint for what you're doing, okay? She did it.
Well, let me tell you this. The reason why nobody gonna leave it alone. No, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. The reason why people are not gonna leave Kailyn Walker alone is because he's inserting himself in these different blogs. So they're going to respond to him. They're not going to leave him alone. Him doing about multiple interviews and going on shows, people are not going to leave him alone. It's not going to happen because he ain't leaving the people alone.
Listen, you don't got to tell me that, Wiley, because I know they won't. I wish they would, is what I said.
It's just not going to happen.
You know?
That ain't going to never happen.
Because, I mean, yeah, that's sad, you know? Anywho, that's what I said. You better leave Miss Wendy alone now. That will happen, Wiley. Stop playing with me, okay? Also, me being from New York, from Queens, Far Rock, at that, I can live without that damn versus battle. Don't care either way. Will I tune in? Probably, because you'll probably stream it. If not, then I guess I won't. Congratulations to Cardi B and Offset, you know, another case Cephas coming through. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the type of stuff I love to see from married couples. You know what I mean? I just love that. Being fruitful and multiplying. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Congratulations to them again. I'm wishing them nothing but the best. Blessings, a very healthy child, and very safe delivery. No complications. Amen?
And thank you so much. All right, so we're going to 7692. Calling on air. You live on the air?
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
I have a comment on Lil Nas X.
Okay, go ahead.
And his performance last night.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So basically, why does everyone nowadays have to promote sex when they're promoting music? Promote the music, not the sex. Is that the only way he can get attention? Is by promoting sex? And that only goes for not him, but the city girls, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. I'm tired of seeing it. I want to see real talent. You don't have to just take off your clothes and kiss and grind on people to sell music. What happened to real music? That's all.
Well, again, this is not going to stop. I mean, many are. Kim have done that. It's nothing wrong with it. I don't see an issue with it. It's music, you know, and if you want to use your body and display it in your art, I don't have an issue with it at all. I don't, that's where we at right now. Ray Charles had music that was getting in, so I don't see an issue.
But they were talented. They actually had talent. If you look at the city girls, they don't have real talent. Listen to their music. Their music is disgusting. They on stage with their inflated butts, hanging out, doing their little 1-2 step. They're not talented, but they just go out there and they sell sex. So it's a difference between being talented and, showing off your body. But these people nowadays, including Lil Nas X, I don't think he's talented. That's why he has to promote sex every time you see him.
He's talented. You're just not into his music.
The city girls are the same way.
Nicki,
they're not talented. These people nowadays are not talented. So they go on stage half naked, kissing, and where's the real music?
What about you? What about Cardi? Is Cardi talented?
She has grown to be talented.
Is R. Kelly talented?
No.
Is R. Kelly talented?
Very much so.
Very much so. R. Kelly is talented, right?
Very much so.
Okay, R. Kelly has a lot of love making music.
He's talented.
But all I'm saying is, you can still be talented and talk about sex. There's nothing wrong with that.
Lil Nas X, City Girls, they're not talented. They're just wear the clothes and get in people's heads and get young kids to get up there and be sexually promiscuous. It's an agenda. It's an agenda for the men, the young boys, and the girls. And I feel sorry for this generation. Thank you, Wiley.
Bye-bye. Okay, it's not an agenda. If you don't want your kids watching it, turn off the TV. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
Hey.
Okay, so I want to talk about Kailyn Walker. I think at this point, Kailyn Walker just needs to stop trying to do interviews. I had initially agreed with him going around doing interviews, but now it's just becoming a mess. I think part of the reason why probably Tasha took the interview down was because of, the porn and the pictures that he had given her, and she could possibly be liable for essentially revenge porn. So I think that is probably why she took the interview down, or maybe she's waiting until after the trial is done. That's what I think about that. In regards to, Cardi B, I want to say congratulations to her. She looked great. She performed well. I don't know why there's still so much hate for her. I think the lady Jessie Wu, if that's something that was true, why didn't she say that in 2017 or 2018? Why wait until after Cardi B announces that she's pregnant and she's getting some sort of buzz for her to jump online and make that statement. I think she's just looking for clout. And I salute Cardi. I think that they're just trying to, drum back up a beef between Cardi and Nicki, because again, she's coming out making allegations that, Cardi B team essentially, went out to kind of knock Nicki off of, knock Nicki out of her spot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she's bringing back up all of this stuff that, we already done went through. You know what I'm saying? Let these ladies grow and move past all of the other nonsense that has happened in the past. So I just think that she's looking for clout because Cardi name got a buzz. She's looking for a viral moment. She's looking to get some traction to her channel, her page, or whatever the hell she got going on. The whole thing with the Lil Nas X, here's what I think about the Lil Nas X situation. I think that it is inappropriate for men on men to be kissing on such a platform. I think it's inappropriate for women on women to be kissing on such a platform. I don't know why are we making it, normal for men to be getting up there kissing on each other, or even for women to be getting up there kissing on each other. You have children that is watching these shows, and it is like there is an agenda that is being pushed. See, you don't understand because, maybe you don't have like little nieces and nephews that's probably watching these shows that can kind of get the wrong idea because, when you push stuff on kids, when you push stuff on people, then they start thinking that that's okay, not necessarily, knowing that, this is what they want to do or this is not what they want to do. But when you push these ideas on people, then it becomes the normal. And I don't think that that's I don't think that that's right for Lil Nas X to have performed, on stage kissing a man at the BET Awards. I understand that it's Pride Month, but BET was not Pride. It was not a Pride event, okay? It was an award ceremony to acknowledge, Black entertainers. It was not a Pride event. So I think that type of performance should have been left for Pride, not for the BET performance. And I understand that you're bisexual, so you agree with it because you're into men. However, you can't expect for the entire population to agree with that because it is an agenda being pushed, whether you want to agree with that or not. It is definitely an agenda that is being pushed and is being shoved down our throat. And for all of the callers that always called in and talking about homophobe, we're going to start calling you all heterophobe because anytime a heterosexual says something about something that you all are doing that they don't like, they become homophobic. So we're going to start calling you all heterophobe because you don't like for us to have an opinion about something that you're doing, but you want to have an opinion about things that we do because a lot of gays have opinions about what heterosexual people do, but they don't want anyone to have opinions about what they do. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the Cardi and the Nicki and the Lil Kim. I definitely believe that they should have a versus battle. I definitely believe that because, Lil Kim is going from the 90s into the 2000s, and I think that would be a good movement for females because, I think with Eve and Trina, they kind of like, set it off, even though I do think that Trina would have probably been better comparable with Kaya. But I do think that they kind of set it off. And I think that would be a great battle because I think that will show, some type of solidarity for women in the entertainment industry and into the music industry. So I'm here for it. I would love to see it.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So thank you so much for the super chat. Queen of the Soul said, just because Wiley, heart emojis. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. Shout out to Tasha. She's in the chat. Let's go to these phone lines. Let's go to these phone calls. I'm sorry. Let's go to 0597. You live on air.
Yo, what's up, Wiley?
What's up? What's up? Doing good. Doing good. So what you got to say about the topics today?
I just wanted to, I really wanted to address a statement that the last caller made about the whole heterophobe thing or whatever, which made absolutely no sense. Because I mean, to call a straight person or call a gay person a heterophobe is like a white person calling a black person a racist. It's very similar in my opinion. But anyway, I agree with you when you said that the Lil Kim versus Nicki Minaj, it would be very entertaining. A lot of people will come to watch it. I think that no matter what, I think sometimes we, as the consumers, we take on a responsibility that we don't have to. Like, oh, it's not going to do for a career. It's not going to do nothing for them career. It's just entertaining. Just sit back and enjoy it and watch it. Like, don't worry about all that. You know what I mean? Like, just watch it. Like, and everybody's going to watch. Like, people are going to tune in. Like, that's going to probably be the biggest versus to date. You know what I'm saying? So far as Lil Nas X goes, I do think he's going a little overboard. But me personally, I just then thought that music is just getting way too sexual. I think that eventually music videos are going to start turning into straight pornography, and everybody's just going to accept it. I'm not even concerned about the gay, the girl on girl, the boy on boy. I think sexuality is just being pushed so hard to where as though like porn is just going to be music videos. And,
well, because
that's all I wanted to say.
All right, thank you so very much for calling in. All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Regardless of what people say about the situation, Lil Nas X have a right to express himself the same way the Britneys, the Nickis, the Kims, the whomever that have intimacy or had some type of intimate relationship with another woman and they display it on camera. So there's nothing wrong with that, doing that at all. I don't see an issue. I've watched a lot of men kiss women all down when I was a kid on television, right? And I didn't hear nobody say, oh, you're pushing, it's an agenda. I never heard that. It didn't exist. But when it's a man kissing on a man, then now we're talking about it's an agenda. 1838 caller, you on the air?
Hello, brother.
Can you speak in the phone?
I say hello, brother. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. And please don't rush me off the phone. I'm playing with you. As far as the Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj battle, I think that would be great for the culture. I think the reason being because for the people that saying that they should have a versus battle because they're not in the same era, but they are two all-time greats. And there are people that think one or the other is the best of all time. And so if that's the case, the versus battle shouldn't be about who was rapping or who was performing in the same era. It's about who got the best hit and who hit can match up with each other, you know what I'm saying, song per song. It's no different than when Snoop Dogg had a versus battle versus DMX. That was different eras. Snoop Dogg was in 92 to 97, and DMX was from 99 to like 2004, two different eras. But at the same time, those were two all-time great artists. So they deserve to have their music displayed on the platform. So I want to get off that. The next topic is Cardi B pregnancy. And I want to throw a question to you for a second. Do you think that Cardi B got pregnant to keep Offset as far as to keep him around to make it harder for him to leave her? Based on the fact that it seemed like she tried to keep him at all costs. That's just my opinion. But I want to hear what you think.
I don't know if she do that. That's crazy because you can have plenty of babies and that man will still cheat on you and still leave you. I just think they just really getting it in and using no condoms and all that. But I don't think that she having a baby to keep her man, because if she is, she needs to just gone away with that thought, because you can have 6 kids with that man, he still will cheat on you. So just having kids ain't gonna make a man stay faithful.
But you know that's not new, is correct? You know there are women who have children by men just, you know, to keep them in their lives, to keep that person around. Because it's not like they had the best of marriage anyway. I wouldn't be surprised they have an open marriage based on the accusations that been made within their marriage. But that's not for me to speak on at this time. But my last topic is for the Nas X situation. I can understand how people feel uncomfortable based on that's something they're not used to. We're not used to seeing something that's out of the ordinary. And by Nas X kissing another man on national TV, it just felt uncomfortable to most people. But that's something we have to adjust to, because they the homophobic community are, they are people too. They have their own beliefs and rights and morals. So at the end of the day, even if we don't agree with them, we have to respect it. But I just hope that at the end of the day that he wasn't doing it for agenda purposes. I hope he wasn't doing it to be thirsty, because sometimes he come across like he try to do things for attention, do things for clout, because his music is not really being pushed on the mainstream. And so sometimes you could do things out of desperation instead of, doing things based on that's how you truly feel and you really feel like that's what's on your heart. Thank you and have a good night, Brother
All right,
Wiley.
thank you. All right, 7736 calling on air.
Hi, I just had two things really quick, Wiley. I wanted to know who revived Miss Jessie Wu and who paid her to come out and start talking all this crap now.
Herself, nobody revives her.
Okay.
She wanted to get some media attention.
Right, yeah. Now, yeah, who revived her? Okay, and then the next thing, because one of the callers that called in earlier, he said something about belly flip-flopping. No. The only one that did the belly flip-flopping, a.k.a. frisbeeing, was Beyonce. Okay, honey. Bye.
Bye. Okay, 9683 calling on air.
Hey, what's up, Riley?
Doing good. How you doing?
Right.
Calling in today.
I wanted to just make a statement. I wanted to know was these people outraged as they are about Nas kissing, as they are with these rappers talking about Dracos and guns and killing in their neighborhoods and stuff. I want to know, are they outraged about that over a kiss? That's what I want to know.
That's a good point. You don't get that outrage like that. It's a good point.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Anonymous, you live on air. All right, Anonymous. Okay. Anonymous.
Just want to say I thought the entire show was kind of vulgar.
Anonymous, you live on air.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I think that the entire show was kind of vulgar. You know, it was just, and I just watched snippets of it. I lost BET like 7 years ago. They lost me. But I was watching like pieces of it. Going back to Lil Durk and Lil Baby, they said the N word so many times, and like the other caller said, was talking about guns. And for this to be something black, and in most black cities, people are dying from black on black violence, to Chicago, to Dallas, to Los Angeles, to New York, to Washington, D.C. We can go on and on. So that was pathetic for it to be black. And nobody's saying anything about that. And then Megan Thee Stallion, she looked at like a prostitute tramp and talking about prostitute stuff. This vulgarness. It was just all vulgar. Then we had the City Girls. They just sounded bad to me and looked bad to me. They looked like cheap prostitutes. And then with the Lil Nas X thing, like the other caller said, you know, Britney and what's the girl named Christina and Madonna, they kissed each other 15 years ago. So who cares? And soap operas been kissing each other forever. Worry about your kids doing that. But because it's black, once again, we got to jump on ourselves about that. I'm not a fan of Lil Nas X at all. I think he is too much. But that's homophobia, what they're really coming at, because a man kissing a man. We done seen women kiss women forever. And that's going all the way back to the soap operas. So all of it's a mess. But the worst thing, BET, once again, supporting guns and I'm proud of Lil Durk, but they said N-word and guns and killings, and that's what's happening in all black communities across America. It's sick. Thank you.
Okay. My gosh, wait a minute. 3939 calling on air. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. Yes,
Hey.
I can hear you. Yes.
Hey, Wiley. I was just wanting to chime in. As far as Cardi B being pregnant, congratulations. And so what? Women been having babies since the beginning of time. So now she got another one. Okay, big deal. Culture need a baby or a sister. Good for her. Okay. Also, Little Kim and Nicki, I would like to see them battle. I think that would be a great thing to see happen. But I wonder if Nicki Minaj, when was the last time she performed? She might not be ready to perform after she had that baby. She might need to get back in performance shape after she had that baby. And hopefully will recognize little Kim when she come out on the stage because you'll know what she's going to look like the next time you see her. And then Tasha K taking down the Walker interview, who knows? But Kaalan need to stop talking now. He done been everywhere there is to go, and so and no place else for him to go. So he can sit down and just wait for the trial. As far as Lil Nas X kissing on the screen, I could care less. But the thing is that he wants special treatment. Like, nobody should talk about him. Nobody should say, this is disgusting, we don't like it. Why not? They say the same thing about Cardi. Nobody seems to appreciate them bumping twats on the stage when they did that performance. Cardi and Meg, they go out there and drag Cardi and Meg, so why they can't drag Lil Nas X? They want to be treated like everybody else, right? So they can get dragged like everybody else. And it's not homophobia. They just don't want to see it. People in Congress are talking about, there's some hoes in this house. You know, people talk about you when you get up there and do stuff that's, you know, outrageous. So he can get talked about too, and it's not homophobia. If it's going to be saying that we are homophobic, then we can say that y'all playing the gay card, y'all playing the homophobic card. How about that? Because it's not. Just because anytime somebody agrees with somebody that's gay, they don't like everything you're doing, they ain't skinning and grinning every time you do something, then you're a homophobe. We just don't want to see it. And like I say, I don't want to see it. People don't want to see Meg and Cardi bumping twats on stage. They can say they don't want to see it. So you want to be treated like everybody else, now you are. So don't complain. And that's all I have to say. Good evening, everyone. I'll be back in the chat.
All right, thank you. Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Times have changed. What?
You said times have changed?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Times done changed. That's what everybody need to understand. Times have changed, you know.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No.
All right, thank you. Okay. Wow, thank you all so very much for commenting on this video. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. I still don't know why Tasha took down the interview, but she did say she talked to Kailyn Walker. What was the reason? I didn't get an answer. Okay, maybe she'll tell me offline, and I could kind of tell y'all. But if when I do find out, y'all will be the first one to know. But why? What was the reason? Did his lawyer say, oh, you should do this interview? What was the reason? What was the reason? I would like to know. Because I didn't get an answer. I want to know what was the reason. She said I was right. So did that mean, do she believe Kailyn Walker is guilty? I don't know. But we shall see how this is going to play out. Anonymous, you live on air.
Wiley, I just called back in to get a caller before last. Her kudos, and to tell her to call back in and say it again for the people in the back. Y'all say y'all want to be treated fairly. Y'all want to be accepted, just like y'all can talk SHIT about everybody else. They had an issue with Cardi B and Megan performance, and people have an issue with Lil Nas X performance. And I love that caller. Say it again for the people in the back. All right.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So I want to know why was the reason. This thing with whole Lil Nas X is, of course, a lot of black folks in some way. It doesn't matter. It's going to be plenty man that kiss man. That ain't going to never go. It's going to get more and more and more of that going to happen. Make sure you watch your husband. Make sure he ain't kissing on the man. Okay. But that's going to be, I mean, we're in 2021. Actually, we should actually see more men kiss more men on camera, okay? Because we see a lot of women kiss men on camera, threesomes on camera. We see it all the time in commercials anyway, you know. And I never heard nobody say, well, it's an agenda because men kissing women. No, it only happens when you're a man and you kiss on another man. And when you're black, it's an issue. I don't understand. But I didn't see a problem with it last night. I applauded for him using that courage, using that platform to show this is who I love, this is who I like, and this is who I'm going to kiss. And I ain't got a problem. Long as he ain't kissing on my man, long as he ain't kissing on my husband, I don't have an issue with it. Okay, we're going to take this last call and we're done, y'all, because we're over our time right now. Anonymous, you live on air. Okay, what are you going to say about the subject, sister?
Well, this is the Hollywood model.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you on. What do you want to say about the subject?
I don't
don't care about none of that stuff.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, thank y'all so very much for listening and tuning in to the Wiley Show. God bless you all for doing this and showing out and just showing us love. Okay, we're going to speak about the subject. If you ain't got nothing to say, don't dial the number, baby. Only dial it when you got something to say about the subject. 5101, caller, you're on the air. 5101, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, it's Conscious TV.
Okay, go ahead.
This conversation is a crock of crap about there not being a undertone of homophobia when it comes to the whole issue of Lil Nas X. People are trying to falsely equate the complaints about him kissing a man to gay people being able to critique Megan Thee Stallion being sexual or any other critique. You can't disagree with someone's humanity. I can disagree with your wig. That's a false equivalency. Disagreeing with somebody's ethnicity, someone's gender, or someone's sexual orientation in and of itself is not the same as critiquing somebody's performance or somebody's talent. And the fact that people can actually run these things together is like psychotic to me. And we only hear about straight folk feeling a way about same-sex behavior publicized when it's publicized. But when Jay-Z and Beyonce was drunk in love all over the MTV Awards, nobody complained. When we see Offset and Cardi B clout chasing it away and joining performances together, being husband and wife and being freaky and lap dancing, nobody has anything to say. But as soon as two black men are doing anything gay as hell, all of a sudden we don't want to see any of it on TV. I don't want to see Cardi, and I don't want to see Lil Nas X. No, make those statements when you don't got to down queer folk for doing exactly what straight folk get up on television and do on every network, on every program, on every sitcom, in every movie, on every award show. Miss me with the foolishness. I'm done. Goodbye.
All right. Okay, let's get this last caller in. 7466, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Good evening. Thank you for letting me be the last caller. I appreciate you. I just want to say I agree with the last caller. It's kind of sad how people have been saying, oh, I'm tired of it being shown on TV and it's impressionable on the children. The reality is, does everybody remember when we were young and we've known since kindergarten who we were attracted to, whether it was the opposite sex or the same sex? So I'm not understanding why people aren't getting how this is not something that just happens for people. This is something that literally has been a part of their lives since day one. They can't change who they are. So if Lil Nas wants to get out and be free and be who he is on stage, I support it. The black community has to really get it together. We're so judgmental, and it's pretty sad that kids can't be themselves because we always have an issue with what one is doing. That's all I really have to say about it.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay, this was lit. This was a good show today. Y'all have really called in. Y'all thumbs up the video. Thank you. And if you have not, click that thumbs up button. This was an amazing conversation, a conversation that definitely needs to be had. And I want to say shout out to y'all voicing your opinion. Again, Lil Nas X did a good job. It was a great performance. Got the girls talking. It's more money in his pocket, okay? I can't wait till he go on tour so I can go on his tour, okay? It's going to be lit. Thank you all so very much. I want to give a special shout out to all the moderators. God bless you. Thank y'all for y'all love, for y'all support as well. Thank you to all the producers. Thank you to the new producers that joined us this week. I want to say shout out to y'all. Thank you, everybody, for watching our watch party that we did for the Versus battle, and we will see y'all in the next video. So thank y'all, and we're done. Peace. Y'all have a good one. We done. Another video done.